You know, gusting winds here at Muirfield Village, the big story for round 2 of the Memorial Tournament, frustrating most of the players. Hello, everyone. I'm Dom Tiberi, joined by Nicole Shearin, Adam King, and I'll start with you, Adam. My goodness, it was like a tornado out here.
Well, I'm no meteorologist, but it was definitely windy. I can confirm that, and I think the pros definitely saw that out here today. Maybe everybody other than JT Poston and Gerard. I don't know what golf course they were playing. Maybe they were at Muirfield Country Club. They seem to be taking advantage of the course left and right. JT Poston started the day with 7 birdies in the first 8 holes. I mean, that's just ridiculous when you think about it. For the rest of the golfers, though, there's only 12 of them under par on this golf course after the first 2 days.
And you know, Nicole, you talk about those two guys, and in particular Poston, 7 under par rather. I mean, and I've not heard of this guy.
No, I was about to say, I mean, I think he's a name that nobody really expected to be at the top of this leaderboard, especially come Friday after the second round. It's kind of insane, and Adam, you talk about it. He's golfing on another level right now. He is quite literally on a different planet than all of these other dudes. It's crazy. It
is crazy, and it's going to make for an interesting third round. We'll talk about that in a minute. But why don't we take a look at the second round highlights? Can we go out to the course, roll the video, and we will start with Matt Fitzpatrick on the 14th hole, putting from a different zip code.
Dom, I saw
off
this
the green.
live. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Loudest roar of the day.
Rolls it in from 60-plus feet out. How good is that? He's at 2 over par for the tournament. Now to Ryan Gerard. Here on the 16th hole, he rolls the 20-footer in for birdie. At the time, that got him to 9 under par. Now we go to the 18th hole. JT Poston out of the bunker, puts it on the green above the hole. But don't worry, no bogey for this guy as he runs it in for par. He fires, I still can't believe this, a 7 under par 65. He is your leader heading into tomorrow's third round at 9 under par.
I feel like I putted really well. I hit my irons well too, hit it in a lot of the right places, and you know, we just did a good job of taking it one shot at a time. And this place is tough, especially when it's blowing like this. So nice to really feel like I played well and shot a low score.
Yeah, you played well, young man, and boy, he's pretty calm too, just pretty calm in his voice. Here's a look at the leaderboard. JT Poston, your leader at 9 under par. If you would have asked me at the beginning of the week if he would be your second round leader, I don't think I would have said that. Ryan Gerard is next at 8 under. Sam Burns 6 under. Rory McIlroy is at 1 over par, as is Scotty Scheffler. Both will make the cut for tomorrow.
And speaking of the cut for tomorrow, there are a lot of guys that have made a run on Saturday to win this Memorial Tournament and earn Jack's handshake. And one of the coolest things at the pro shop here for the 50th anniversary is this book. It's called Memorial Memories, and it is a 375-page book that weighs close to about 500 pounds. And inside you can see all those champions talk about what makes Jack's course special. You can hear from all the honorees, Jack Nicklaus himself, Barbara Nicklaus, and everything that took Muirfield Village from a plot in Dublin to what is now one of the most prestigious courses on tour.
It took more than a year. We did a lot of research, a lot of interviews with very important people and special people like volunteers and members, people at HNS, Jack and Barbara, of course, and Jack too. I mean, it's just, but it's a labor of love, and I know that's kind of one of those cliche type of things that you say, but it really was. It's so enjoyable to be able to tell this story.
Now listen, I think we can all agree there is not a bad place to watch golf here at Muirfield. You've got the hill on hole 12, one of the most beautiful spots here in Dublin. Then of course you've got 14, which happens to be Jack's favorite. And then you've got hole 18 where championships are won. But I talked to one couple today who goes over to hole 15 every single year for 30 years, and they say that is the best seat in the house.
Go, go, go. Yeah!
Hole 15, a fan favorite on Jack's course.
Went in.
And for one couple, it's the best seat in the house.
We can sit here, watch all the groups come through. We have concession stand right behind us. We got restrooms right behind us. And when we're done, I got my car right outside the gate.
Convenience.
Yeah, so that's what makes it the best hole.
Jenny and Ted Schaub have been married for 30 years.
You would have thought he was going to get the birdie.
Yeah.
Breaking down the game of golf on this green together.
When we first started coming, there was a big, beautiful tree that used
yeah.
to stand right here, and we were much younger. We drank more than we should, but we would stand right there and watch before we decided to put chairs out. But that's how we fell in love with this hole.
And 30 years later, they're still right here in the same spot.
Well, the gates today open at 7 o'clock. We live just 2 miles away, and so I drive over and park my car on Memorial Drive right outside the gate at 7 o'clock. Come in, set up our chairs. My wife picks me up with the other car, and we go home, and we read the paper, we have breakfast, we take a shower, and we walk back to the tournament.
It's become a 30-year routine that comes with reward.
Jim Furyk, the year he won, blasted out of that sand trap right into the flag. It was about over there for an eagle, and I'll remember it forever. And he won the tournament with that shot. To think that we saw Jack Nicklaus play in this tournament.
How many more years do you expect to be sitting in these chairs?
As long as God allows.
Yeah.
Such an amazing story. My favorite place to watch this tournament is 14 on Friday. It always is electric, and it was as well today. But Friday also brings with it such a special time here at Muirfield Village and the Memorial Tournament. For the past 3 years, it's been Folds of Honor Fridays. You can see these little pins, a reminder of the service that so many have sacrificed for the rest of us to enjoy an event like the Memorial Tournament. Today, a true reminder from Jack and Barbara why that is such an integral part of Jack's course.
Thank you for your support of Folds of Honor. It changed our lives.
For them, the Nicholas support means everything.
Folds of Honor has been a big part of our life.
For Jack, their sacrifice means more.
Very unfortunate when someone loses a loved one.
It's just a quick conversation.
We're very proud and honored to be part of it.
But this meet and greet is life-changing.
This money really helps out. They really need it, and it's such a huge relief and lessens the burden.
A group of all Buckeyes and all recipients of the Folds of Honor Scholarship.
Is absolutely fitting and right for an opportunity for this nation to recognize that piece.
These small pins help lift a major burden, giving scholarships to children of wounded veterans.
I'm blessed and extremely thankful for what this program does.
Jason Walter knows that sacrifice.
Memory inducing, right? And so I think about those who are not standing here. I think about those that have gone before.
And through his son, he knows how helpful these scholarships can be.
Really been able to help us focus on school and doing well in school and not focus on how we're going to pay for it.
Folds of Honor Fridays are now a tradition at the Memorial.
I tell you, it restores your faith in good people across this nation, right? And so, yeah, absolutely proud of them.
The green of Muirfield, covered in red, white, and blue.
Well, enjoy it. Have fun.
That was really cool. And I'll tell you what, this is all thanks to Jack and Barbara Nicholas. I mean, the military, I emceed the event earlier this week with the salute to service. And they do all that. Scott Tolley, who's involved with Jack, it's between that and Nationwide Children's Hospital, I mean, it's just amazing.
And you think about all of the different things that they make sure to give back. They do military caddies during the Pro-Am Day. It's truly special. A reminder that freedom is not free, as you said a couple nights ago, Dom, and then we have to celebrate that every time we're out here.
All right, Nicole Shearin, 2 rounds in the book. If I would have told you that the 2 guys that were 1 and 2 would be atop the leaderboard, what would you have said to me?
I would have said, Dom, you're insane. That's what I would have said. I mean, I really think all of us...
You still can.
You are still insane, but in the best way, Dommy. But I think we can all agree that, maybe not Adam, but you and I at least, I thought we would be standing here today really talking about Scotty Scheffler and Rory McIlroy up on that leaderboard towards the top, but we're not. But that's what is so awesome about the Memorial, is you got guys like Gerard and the rest, Fleetwood, all these guys are in the mix. Of course, Poston is having his day, but it's fun to have those guys really get in the mix. And I do want to talk about this wind because, as you can see, I had to put my hair up. It is incredibly windy out here.
Well, look at the flags behind
It's
you.
crazy. I mean, I just remember standing there thinking, wow, these guys have to sink a golf ball in this. I mean, it's kind of insane when you factor the weather in all of it.
Well, I think it's really interesting. First, you talked about Scotty and Rory. We were on 14 waiting on Scotty to come today, and there was a point he was 4 over, and I did not think Scotty Scheffler was going to be here for the weekend. And credit to him for being able to turn that around and make sure that he is here. The other thing that cannot be lost, and I think we learn this every single year at Jack's course, you learn it every day on the PGA Tour, this is far from over. You talk about not knowing a guy like JT Poston. He's been up there on a lot of leaderboards, doesn't have a lot of career wins, but he's been up there. But he doesn't know the pressure. Gerard doesn't know the pressure of having all these guys chasing them. They are going to have to come back to the pack, though. I don't think there's anybody that's getting out to 9 under par over the next 2 days. So if they can play par golf, one of them is probably going to win.
Well, and there's 2 guys that, Scotty Scheffler knows this place. Now, obviously, he's going to have to put a charge on. Same thing with Rory McIlroy. But the bottom line is this. They call Saturdays moving day on the PGA Tour. That's when you get yourself in position. You make a move to get into position to win the tournament on Sunday. Scotty came out here after his round, and he was hitting ball after ball. They're all frustrated by the wind. Here's the thing. The weather's the great equalizer. It was an equalizer today, except for 2 guys that I just still can't. I mean, this Poston, my goodness. Crazy. And it wouldn't surprise me if he wins because we've seen guys that you're going like, who won?
And it's their week.
Bart Bryant or, David Lingworth.
Boy, that's back-to-back days where you've dragged Lingworth's win.
Well, I mean,
poor
I'm
David
just saying,
Lingworth, really.
Well, I mean, whatever. David Edwards. I mean, a lot of these guys. Here's the bottom line. We don't know what the weather's going to be tomorrow. We keep hearing from Chris Tomer and whatever. It could be bad. Someone's going to have to be a mutter to win this, it sounds like, though, tomorrow.
I have a question for both of you. Poston and Gerard aside, what are a couple guys you think could maybe sneak in there?
Well, there's one guy that I have already circled, which is Xander Schauffele. I think he could really bump up that leaderboard. He is always, I don't know what the stat is. Yes. I don't know what the stat is, but I think it's a bajillion of the last majors he's finished in the top 5. I think that's the stat. He is always near the top of the leaderboard. He knows how to play on the weekend, and I think he's going to do that just again. And then a guy that, honestly, he didn't do anything special, but he hung around was Tommy Fleetwood.
Yeah.
He's been chasing a win for a long time. What about you, Nicole?
Well, you stole mine. I was also going to go Xander Schauffele, but I agree with you on Tommy Fleetwood. I feel like he kind of just hangs around, but that's not a bad thing. Hang around until you can keep your way, keep it up, and then eventually kick it into gear and get up there. I would go with Schauffele, though.
I do like Tommy Fleetwood. He showed a lot.
You should try to get hair like him.
Oh, okay. Why not? But I like the way he held it together.
He did.
Because he had some tough things. I like him. But I'm telling you, I'm not done with Scotty Scheffler.
Well, I'm not done with Cam Young.
By the way, you and I, we picked Scotty, and Scotty is 1 over.
He's 1 over, and so is Rory.
Rory's 1 over. And your guy?
I think he's 2 over. He bogeyed 18. Have to look. He bogeyed 18.
But
so
these guys are great. I mean, JT Poston shot a 7 under par in incredible conditions. Scotty can go out and shoot a 7 under par tomorrow, too.
The other thing is, if this weather is going to happen, and they're saying it's coming in the afternoon, JT Poston and Gerard are going to be in those back groups. They're going to get that wind that's gusting up. They're going to be out on that course facing the toughest conditions. Those guys that go out early, they may get a little rain to soften up the course and take advantage.
Yeah, and that could be a big break because, like I've said all along, they don't mind playing in the rain. As a matter of fact, it doesn't bother them. They got caddies and whatever, and it does soften up this place a little bit. But the wind, oh my goodness,
ideal.
And 30 to 40 mile gusts today. What's coming? The front's coming in.
I can't even remember who it was, but the ball dropped on the green, and then quite literally 30 seconds later, the wind just pushes it even more. It's crazy.
You get some open conditions out here.
Yes.
The Claret Jug is on property, so it's almost
welcome
fitting.
to Scotland.
Well, there you go.
Hey? All right, that's going to do it for this. We will have more coming up tonight at 11. Adam King, Nicole Shearin, I'm Dom Tiberi saying we'll see you tonight.